Hello everyone and welcome to another mod showcase. Today I'm going to be showcasing a mod called Purposeful. Now this mod's purpose is to add purpose to items that otherwise don't have purpose. To make it make sense, have you ever been like, hey, there's this item in Minecraft, but there's really no point in this being in the game? Well, this mod adds purpose to those kinds of items. Now we're going to be going through a lot of crafting recipes, a lot of things that you can't craft, and also some new potions. Now this mod is available for 1.20.1, 1.24.4, and 1.21.1 as of recording this video, and also a download link will be available in the description if you would like to try out the mod for yourself. Now without further ado, let's start the showcase. Starting off with some simple items such as this raw goat meat. Obviously this is dropped by goats because as of now I don't really know what goats drop. They even drop anything, but now they drop raw goat meat. If you put this into a campfire, a smoker, or a furnace, then you get that cooked goat meat. Now more interestingly, there is also a raw sniffer steak. Now this will be dropped by sniffers because sniffers I don't think drop anything either. I might be wrong about that, but the same as the goat meat, if you drop this into one of these, you also get that cooked sniffer steak. Now to put these into perspective, goat meat is worse than steak, but it is better than mutton, and this cooked sniffer steak is actually better than normal steak, but it is harder to farm because sniffers are much more difficult and much more time consuming to get or to breed and that kind of stuff. So those are those put into perspective. Moving on to some items that can't be crafted, but rather they are dropped or they can be found, such as this diamond tool fragment. Now this can be found in ancient city chests because currently those chests are actually pretty good, but they do actually offer something new, which are the discs. But now you can actually find diamond tool fragments within them as well. Moving on to the dolphin fin, obviously dolphins drop this. Moving on to the heart of the abyss. Now you can also find this in ancient city chest, but they are also dropped by the warden himself. I always found that the warden only dropping that like skull catalyst or whatever it's called. I really found that weird because it's just the more useless drop, I think, in my opinion, or like the most least special of like the higher mobs in Minecraft, such as the Elder Guardian. Oh wait, the Elder Guardian doesn't drop that good of stuff either, but it's like it's useful, right? So sponges, the wither is the nether star, the dragon, it's dragon egg, like all of those are kind of memorable. And then if you have the warden, which isn't as memorable, but now he can drop the heart of the abyss, and I think that is pretty cool. And that is also used to craft the most interesting item in this mod, so we will see that in the future. Now starting off with this, you're going to need 7 of these bad boys, the diamond tool fragments, to then make a diamond battle axe head. And to using this axe head, you can actually make the actual axe just by putting it in a stick in a crafting table just like this. And as you can see, you can then take the diamond battle axe, combine it with a netherite ingot and a smithing template in a smithing table, and boom bam, you got yourself a netherite battle axe. Now to compare these with the known swords, now the diamond sword is a 7 with a 1.6, diamond battle axe is an 11 with a 0.6. So the battle axe does offer that extra attack damage, however it is 1 attack speed slower. And furthermore, the netherite sword is 8 with a 1.6, the battle axe is a 14 with a 0.6, so again offering that extra attack damage, but a reduced attack speed. Now, according to, I'm not going to try it in the showcase, but according to the Forge page, you can enchant both of these with both sword and axe enchantments, which is pretty cool. Moving on to the golden beetroot. Now, this golden beetroot can be crafted with golden nuggets, 4 golden nuggets surrounding a normal beetroot, as you can see here. Now this golden beetroot does offer less saturation than a golden carrot, but it can be eaten at full hunger. Sadly, there is not an enchanted golden beetroot, which I think would have been pretty cool. Moving on to what I think is the coolest item in this mod pack, which is the skull crossbow. Now the skull crossbow does shoot faster arrows, which means it does more damage than our normal crossbow, and it also reloads faster. I have some arrows right here so I can test it out in a little bit. Now to craft this bad boy, you need 2 of these echo shards, a tripwire hook, one of the things, I already forgot what these are called, one of the Heart of the Abysses that I mentioned earlier, 1 netherite ingot, and 2 netherite scraps to craft this bad boy. Now it does reload a little faster than a normal crossbow, and it shoots faster, so meaning more damage like I said. Now, if you do enchant this skull crossbow, it is better than a power 5 bow. So I think that is pretty cool. Very late game, obviously. However, I think with late game weapons keeps you from being bored too quickly. So I think it is pretty cool. Let me just show it off a little more. It is pretty fast. I gotta say the arrow is pretty fast. The reload could be faster, but there is an enchantment to make the reload faster. So it's not overwhelmingly bad. Now moving on to the 4 potions that this mod adds, starting off with the Potion of Ablaze. Now this potion damages, knocks back, and burns nearby players and mobs upon getting hurt. Now this is crafted by stuffing a torch flower and an awkward potion in a brewing stand. Obviously you need that blaze powder, and this gets you the Potion of Ablaze. Moving on to the Potion of Resilience. Now this recovers health upon getting hurt with a 5-second cooldown. To craft this bad boy, you need to stuff a pitcher plant and an aqua potion in the brewing stand. I should probably mention that these potions are pretty much just giving away of actually using the flowers that the sniffer gives, because right now they're just kind of decoration and you can actually use them in something now. Now moving on to the Potion of Wither, which is, you know, the wither effect is already in the game. However, you can't craft the potion, but I think this makes perfect sense. You gotta stuff in a wither rose with an awkward potion and a brewing stand, and boom bam, you got yourself a Potion of Wither. It just makes perfect sense, and I don't know why this isn't in the normal game. And lastly, we have the Potion of Dolphin's Lament. Now this potion does give you nauseous, poison, blindness. However, those are only for 5 seconds, and you get 3 minutes of Dolphin's Grace, and I think that's pretty cool, useful. Now you do need that dolphin fin dropped by dolphins and the awkward potion. Stuff them in a brewing stand, and you got yourself the potion. I did also want to mention that all of the potions can be upgraded, just like in normal Minecraft. You can increase the time on them. You can make them into splash potions. You can make them into lingering potions, and you can also make the tipped arrows, just like you would with other Minecraft potions. But I just didn't want to showcase all of that because, you know, it should be just a common knowledge at this point in Minecraft that you can do that. Now, I do want to say hi. This is going to be like a daily, not a daily, but like every time I make a Minecraft showcase, I think I'm just going to say hi to all the dogs. Hey dogs, how you guys doing? How you guys, haven't found you a home yet, but you know what? I'm working on it. Not really, but you know, I hope you guys still have hope, alright? Either way, that is it for this mod. I really like the idea of giving purpose to other items that don't have purpose. I know I put it in a confusing way, but you know what I mean. I really hope this mod does keep getting updates and continues to give purpose to other items that don't currently have a purpose. There, oh my god, I should have said that from the very beginning. That's a great way to put it. I did also want to mention that there are additional added vanilla mob drops, such as the bees that now drop honeycombs, frogs now drop slime balls, foxes drop leather, and those kind of things. I think the sniffer also drops like what's that green block called? The moss block. It also drops the moss block. There's also other little things just like that that the mod adds that I won't be going into detail, but I think they're pretty cool. And I think these should just be like in the game, other than like this battle axe, because this battle axe is a little it does feel like a modded item. I feel like the rest of these should just be in the game. Like a really cool crossbow such as this, I think would be a great add-on. A great addition, I mean. Even this, like golden beetroot, like we should definitely have, like even like a use for these flowers. I think this is all like things that should be in vanilla Minecraft, just that we don't have. Either way, let me know what else should be added into this mod, what you think of it, and your opinion on it overall. Also, if you enjoyed, make sure to click the like button and subscribe. And as always, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me. And have a great rest of your day.